hope you all are seeing my PPT that is unlocking your career options after class 12. That's the agenda for today. Fine. Now, before we start, I had a just quick look at the chat box, and many of you have written CLAT, IPM, BBA, which BBA, confused between CLAT and NEET, confused CLAT and BCom. So again, this is exactly the agenda why we are conducting this particular session. Fine, because you see, at this point of time, uh, it was if I go back down 20 years down the lane, there were three conventional options in front of us, in front of every candidate. That is, that he go for engineering or BCom or graduation kind of stuff, or the more or less the new age career options that we call, that is CLAT, IPM, BBA, CUET. These kind of options were not there. There were universities, there were established college, and all the approach was conventional through and throughout. Fine. Uh, so let's begin with the session, that why we are doing it, and why will we uh, why the session will help you out, and how the session will help you out in getting your doubts cleared. Fine. All right. Now, first of all, the most basic thing is, what do you ask from a profession? Fine, we all definitely agree that we need financial security. This is one thing, because if financial security is not there, it's evident that at some point or another we may get frustrated or irritated with our career options that we are already pursuing. Assuming yourself 5-10 years down the lane, when doing a job or doing a business, if there is no financial security, you will be in a negative zone of mind. Again, career growth prospects, future of that particular option. At this point of time, you might have, let's say, assuming yourself after 10 years, you may be part of some particular career. But if the growth is not there, again, that would be a point to consider. There is something known as purpose of life that will eventually come in later stages, achieving life goals, and that is very subjective in nature. A society contributor, definitely how much you can contribute to your family to start with, your loved one, dear and near ones, and then your cousins, and then the society, and then the everything else will follow. And again, fame for those greedy people who want their name to be remembered by number of people. So these are few of the ingredients. Some of you might ask for two out of these five, some of you are ask for all five of them, but again, that is subjective choice. For getting anything out of a profession, look, first on the foremost step is step one, that is you need to take an informed decision. And that is the major reason why we are here today, to get some information on base of which we can make some decision, either selection or rejection, whatever it may be. You may select to opt for a career option, or you may reject to opt for that particular career option, but should always have an informed decision, should always have a knowledge base why you are selecting a particular career option, why you are rejecting other career options. Fine. And for that you need guidance of a mentor, and we are trying to do that. That is step two. Then after these two steps, you have to give a uh, detailed analysis to what you have been through. You have to look upon yourself, what skill you possess. You have to look upon you have to do a lot of research on those career options that we'll be talking today. And then you have to start preparing for it. And then again, after a bit of time, you will be at the point where you have dreamt yourself to be. Fine. Now, as I said, you have to make a career of choice, that is A. Then B, you have to make a college choice. Now, before I start formally with the session, why it is important to make a college choice, because you see, in the chat box, many have written BBA, many have written BCom, many have written CLAT. Now, these are entrance exams or career options in general. You should always have a dream college in your mind. If I talk about law, law is amazing if you do it from a national university. If you talk about engineering, engineering is amazing if you do it from IIT. If you talk about management, it is good if you do it from IIM or some top private B schools. So again, the value of college is very, very, very important along with the career choice. So you always have a choice of college list with you, that I'll be doing this much, this particular course, and from these colleges. Fine. Then again, which college is best suited for you? That's later stage once you give the exams. and once you get a rank and stuff, then these kind of question will come up. And again, if you combine your efforts, definitely you'll get a magic question, and you will definitely excel in your career options ahead. Now, coming to that, there's a lot of caution which career option to choose. If I'm from science background, the conventional approach is choose science maths or science bio or go for engineering or medical kind of stuff. If I'm from commerce, then obviously my first conventional call would be I'll prepare for CA or CS. If I'm from humanities or arts, I'll definitely look for some government jobs, or I will start preparing for civil services. Fine. So these are few conventional options that was there when we were kids, when we were at your stage. Fine. Now things have changed drastically, and and the things have changed drastically in every respect. The top 10 in demand jobs in 2010 did not even existed in 2004. So the way you are seeing the world is changing. If you talk about 10 years ago, there was small talk about artificial intelligence, but there were no professional jobs, or a threat as such to software engineers that is right that they are facing right now. Who would have imagined that you'll get something like chat gpt and gemini, where you can do a lot of pirated stuff, a lot of your home assignments, if I may say so, very easily, just on a click. So again, things are changing a lot, and now you have to be futuristic in the career option that you will choose. And to get in line with these future visions, one thing is very important, that the college or the course that you are choosing, that should have an agenda that they will be futuristic. They will be changing their curriculum, they will be changing their academics as and when required with the market dynamics. So getting into these new age career options along with their top colleges will definitely provide you this platform. Fine. Now, what to dilemma? This dilemma is basically because we always take decision under some kind of pressure. The first one is parents' pressure. If my father is a doctor, my mother is a doctor, my elder sister is a doctor, then it's imperative assumption that I have to choose uh, science bio, and I have also to prepare for NEET exam and stuff like that. These are conventional parents' pressure, and believe me, this is one of the pressure which is very positive. Although some of you might disagree with that, but again, parents, in everyone's life, the count of failure will always be more than the count of success, because getting failed is a very natural phenomena. You don't have to do anything if you want to fail. Because you should have some jigger kind of stuff that okay, ho gaya, that's fine. But parents see the count of failure that you had on a daily basis and the count of success that you have on daily basis, and their attempt is to increase your count of success, and that's why they exert pressure on you. So always take parents pressure into consideration with a positive mindset. Fine. The most hazardous the most difficult and the most dangerous pressure that you all face at this particular age is your peers pressure. That is what your friends are doing, and we used to be part of, some group activity in all the decision making, and you have to avoid these kind of habits if you want to, because your friend has some different personal traits. Your friend may be good in maths, may not be good in math with respect to your math standards. Your friend may be good in reading, you might be average in reading, or he might be average in reading and you might be very good in reading. You might have some writing skills, he might not have those writing skills. So again, your friend and you are different personalities. You both have different set of strength, you both have different set of weakness. So please do not follow your friends. Yes, discuss with them, that's a different part of story. But again, since your friends are doing, that's why you also are doing. These kind of approach should be avoided. And last is the personal pressure. This will always be with you whenever you have a difference in your aspirations and your knowledge base. Fine. If you want to do any if you want to choose any career option, let's say you want to be guitarist, you cannot go to your father and just say, I want to be guitarist, I'll stop studying. That won't happen. Fine. To many of us, if I may say so. Again, if you have some knowledge base, you give some reference, you give facts and figures that these are the few guitarists in the world, this is what they are earning, this is what their lifestyle is, I also want to be like this along with my studies. So again, then now the parents will start listening to you a bit. But the the basic crux over here is, please do not take decision under pressure, which will be part of your life throughout. Fine. You have to make informed choices. For example, if it just an indicative example, that what can I do, the funds, normally student asks, sir, it's okay, you told us that we take decision under some kind of pressure, then what should be the right approach to pick a career option? The most basic approach can be one. I'm just giving one of the point that check yourself whether you are good in class or you are good outside the class. If you are good in class, then probably you are an academic driven personality, knowledge driven personality, because class teachers, people inside the class will respect you for your knowledge. But if you are good outside the class, now your skill will dominate. You have certain set of skill set that makes you popular and credible to others outside the class. So first of all, check your own personality type, that you are a knowledge driven personality or you are a skill driven personality. Now you have only two kind of career options in India in front of you. One is knowledge driven career courses, or knowledge driven or no, or the courses which definitely require some knowledge set with you, and they are engineering, CACS, medical. You need a lot of knowledge set to appear for their entrance exam. For example, if you do not have knowledge of maths, you cannot sit in engineering exam. If you do not have biology, you cannot sit for NEET exam. Same way, you without accounts you cannot become a CA. But on the other hand, there is a separate set of career options which are skill driven, which we will be talking out today. That is law, IPMAT, management, and CUET and stuff. So they are skill driven exams. So always at this stage prefer the exams which will suit your personality traits. In that way, your chances of success will definitely increase, and you will be happy while preparing too. Happiness question will always be there while preparation also. Fine. So this is just one of the basic thing. Now, let us start with the session officially with asking few questions from you, and I want you to write the answer in the chat box. Fine. To all these questions, either in form of yes or no. Fine. All right. Answer to question one: do you enjoy argument? Please write in your chat box yes or no. Do you enjoy the argument or not? Okay, I have one no also. All right. Majorities are yes. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Some of them have said no, but again, it's again a part of argument whether it should be no or should be yes. All right. Are there social issue you feel about strongly? Child labor is there, pollution is there, and a lot of stuff going around us. Are you inclined? Are you concerned with these social issues? Yes, you are. Wonderful, wonderful, great. Do you enjoy advising and counseling the people? What your friend is going through, you are the best person to guide him out of that. This is in the blood group of students. 100% yes. This question always have a rate of 100% yes. Fine, wonderful. Does politics fascinates you? Yes. Abhi, right now there is a lot of fuss about elections and politics, but I'm getting a lot of no's. That's again to a certain extent acceptable. And the last and the foremost, are you fascinated by business world? We are a bunch of greedy people. We need a lot of money, name, and fame in your life. All right. Some of the greedy people have written double yes. Wonderful. Great to see. All right. Now, if answer to any of the single question, I'm not talking about all five of them. If answer to any of the single question is yes, deep down in from your heart, then there is one particular corruption that I will be talking to specifically, which will give you all these things, and you'll be paid for that. You'll be paid to argue, you will be paid to get social issue resolved, you will be paid while advising and counseling people, you will be welcomed in politics if you want to, and last and foremost, these people are now getting a great options, great packages, great opportunities in business world also. The field that I'm talking about is law, and we'll be dedicating our next 15-20 minutes to law. Then we'll move on towards the careers in management also. Fine. And before I say law or IPMAT or CUET, make one thing very, very clear, that around 40-50% of the syllabus of all these exams are pretty common. That is aptitude. In fact, more than 50% of the syllabus, that is aptitude. Questions difficulty level will vary, but the quant, the reasoning, the English, you will find will be on the similar lines when you talk about the topics, the subjects, the theory. Fine. Practice sets may be different, but more or less, if you prepare for one exam, any of the exam, it is quite imperative that you will be prepared for 50-60% for other exams also along with it. Fine. So we'll be what career option we'll be talking about, they all will be closely related while we are going for preparation module if you decide to do so. Fine. Now once I say law, what comes to the mind? The first thing comes to the mind is the Kala court, your lordship, your my lord judge, advocates, and all these stuffs. Fine. Now this is a kind of biased comparison because when I talk about medicine, आपके what comes to your mind? A doctor, or what college comes to your mind? It's aims. When I talk about engineering, what comes to your mind? Which college comes to your mind? It's IITs. And the similar way, when I talk about law, the college that should come to your mind is national universities. We will not be talking about law from a normal university or a government university. We will be talking about law from national university, and this particular career option has seen a biggest change in the last few years. Fine. Now, why this change happened? This change happened because of the inception of national universities. There are a lot of national universities right now. I'll give you exact count and seats and all that stuff in the later slides. But if you are from national university, the advantage that you get is first of that I'm talking that already have discussed with you in the starting. They have very updated curriculum. They have an approach of getting in line with the market demands, and they are not just theoretical; they are practical also, because you will always have to go for internships while your semester breaks. So a lot of practical experience along with theoretical and university experience would be there. Fine. Now, if I talk about law, the first things come is black coat or an advocate. Fine. Let us see what a normal lawyer do right now, because if you want to go for a particular option, it is very important that what you will be getting or what you will be doing in your life after getting through this or completing this point of this particular career study. Now, earlier were the days, there were only two kind of lawyers that you would have seen: a civil lawyer who will hang someone and ask just to hang him till that for till he die, or you'll have a criminal, or you'll have a civil lawyer, a criminal lawyer or a civil lawyer. Civil lawyer is basically the person who deals with family laws or divorce and stuff like that and other civil cases. Criminal lawyer again deal with the cases of criminal nature. But the things have changed drastically. Now what lawyers do, the first point that you read, litigation, there's a basic perception of a lawyer. He's not just a civil or criminal lawyer. There are a lot of new verticals added to law as a career option, or litigation or practicing advocate, like taxation, intellectual property rights. There is something known as sports law. For example, right now World Cup is going on. Now, if a player has or IPL has just concluded, now IPL has a different title sponsor. Every player has their own sponsors. Every team has their own sponsors. There has to be a lot of written documents and points and terms and conditions, that which name should appear on at which part of the jersey of a player, which brand endorsement can be done, which has a conflict. All those things are being taken care by lawyers, right from detailing of contract signing of any player till he exits a team or franchisee. Everything is being done by lawyers, and BCCI has a team of separate lawyers with them. One deals with injury of the lawyers, one deals with contract of the lawyers, one deals with brand endorsement of the law of the player, sorry. So these kind of things have started coming up, and lawyers are doing a lot of stuff over there. Fine. The second point is the biggest game changer, that is corporate law. More than 70-80% of the students who are graduating from national universities, in their first job they don't go to courts. What they do, they go to corporate law firms or corporate houses, where they'll work upon mergers and acquisition, legal documentation, drafting, policy policy drafting, agreements drafting, and so on and so forth. Fine. So corporate law is one of the thing where you have to sit in an office. You'll be having a laptop. You'll be having a suited booted kind of attire, and you'll be doing a job in office. It's primarily an office job rather than going to courts. And again, it will be your choice what you want to do, and they are paid like anything. When you talk about law firms and corporate jobs, for example, there's a case between two corporate firms. Let's say RNRL and RIL had a case among them. It would not, corporate cases are not of the nature of 2 lakh or 10 lakh or 50 lakh. They are in the nature of 8,000 crore, 10,000 crore cases. And normally law firms, what they do, they charges 1% or 0.5% of the entire case amount as they charge as their fees. So if your law firm is fighting a case of 10,000 crores and it charges 1% of that, So that's again substantial amount from one single case. Just for an example, there are a lot of law firms who are right now having a kitty of more than 100 such cases in their bank. So this is the amount of the money that they earn. Similarly, the amount of money will be distributed among the lawyers that they are working upon. They are working on those cases because eventually it's their work who's which is contributing to the win or loss of the case. Fine. A lot of legal advisories have came up. For example, one of my student who's graduated from National University is right now working into in the British Embassy in Delhi, and his work is basically consultancy work on behalf of British government. If any company from England wants to start up a business in India, then the detailed consultancy work, right from the first document to be signed to the last document to be signed, and all the permissions and all the legalities, everything he has to make a document and submit to the particular company, and he's sitting in the embassy. Fine. So again, consultancy, and he's having very good decent amount of pay package. Judiciary, if you are very much inclined in power kind of work, then judiciary is there. They have absolute power. Every state their own judiciary exams. So after getting a law degree, what you can do is you have to write the entrance exam of the state where you want to be become a judge. So this is an option in front of you. Those who are very much inclined in academics, they can go for legal academia, that is for further studies. And a lot of foreign universities, Harvard, Yale, London School of Economics, Oxford, they welcome students from national university with very open heart and very good scholarships too. Fine. If you want to go for government job, every government department has their legal officers and their openings, which is through clearing an entrance exam of their own respective department. Again, if you want to be a civil service servant, or you want to prepare for a civil IAS, then definitely UPSC exam preparation will be boosted while you are studying in national university itself, because a lot of subjects are common like public administration, political science, constitution, these kind of things that you normally study. If you want to appear for UPSC exam, they will already be taught to you in national universities. And recently there was an article in Indian Express which says that people from national university have an added advantage in clearing UPSC entrance exams. Fine. And last and foremost, if you want to become an entrepreneur, you can always do so. Fine. So these are the few career options, not only about wakalat or advocacy. Advocacy is now a part of law as a career. There are a lot of options available to you in law as a career, in fact. Fine. So again, what I'm saying is there is a huge potential of growth in my career, and there is a huge variety of career options that I can choose after being a lawyer. These are few of the law firms and companies that regularly recruits from national universities. And by seeing these names, I think many things should be clear to you that law is not only about a kala coat. It is something different now. Fine. All right. Now to pursue a career in law, first thing you need to target is you need to get admission into national universities. The second thing is, when you get into national universities, they will have a well defined, up to dated, with in line with market course and curriculum that you have to go through over there for the next 5 years of your life after class 12th, and then definitely opportunities will knock at your door. Fine. Now how to get into national universities? These are few major exams that you have to go through national universities. And after just 5-10 minutes, I'll ask we'll be starting with the IPMET management career option also. Fine. Now CLAT is the biggest exam for law as a career option aspirants, that is conducted by consortium of NLUs, which is situated in Bangalore right now. National University Bangalore, they have their office. Along with CLAT, we have All India Law Entrance Test, that is ALET, that is for National University Delhi. All the national university take admission through CLAT exam. Only one national university right now is there, which is NLU Delhi, which take their own exam, and they are not part of CLAT consortium as if now. Fine. Uh, One thing to be very clear about this is entrance exam of CLAT and ALET will happen in December only, even before your pre-board. So while studying in class 12th, and even in some of the cases before pre-board exams, you will be having your CLAT exam and ALET exam over, and you'll be getting result in the December month also. So while moving to the next year, that is January, you will definitely have your result in your hand of CLAT and ALET, and you'll. This is for the student who right now in class 12th. The student who are right now in class 11th, they will be appearing for this exam in next year December. but exam will be happening in December. Admission and colleges will start in next July, June or July. So the people who appeared for CLAT exam in December 2023 will start their academic session in June or July 24 in national universities. So you have to appear for these exams, then you have to appear for boards, and then you'll get into national universities. And entrance is very simple. Only one point of entrance test is there, that is all India rank. You give the exam, you get an all India rank, and on the basis of your all India rank, you will be getting admission to these colleges. Along with CLAT and ALAT with national university, there are a lot of college which are symbiosis law, which is symbiosis law schools. We have Maharashtra CET exam through which we can get admission to GLC and ILS Pune and a lot of other universities of Maharashtra. Again, we have LSAT exam before which you get by which you get admission to Jindal Global Law School and BITS Pilani Law School, that is in Mumbai. And there will be a lot of regional entrance exams, but the syllabus of all these exams are more or less similar. You don't have to go into a lot of detailings right now. These are the five major sections that been asked in all entrance exam. One is English. If I talk about English, CLAT exam specifically is a 120 MCQ paper, and you'll be getting 2 hours for that. ALET have 150 questions, but more or less syllabus will remain same. English is pretty common, pretty easy. Reading comprehension would be there. Fine. You will have a passage followed by some questions that you have to answer from the data that you have gone through in the passage. Then in current affairs, if you can read newspaper on daily basis, your 90% current affairs will already been taken care of. Question difficulty level is simple. It's not research based GK. It is factual GK. So all you have to do is you have to read newspaper, you have to make notes, and then you have to revise them properly so that you retain that data. Legal reasoning is something very interesting. Is more or less critical reasoning related to legal section or legal situations. Logical reasoning, they'll ask question on logic. For example, there will in CLAT primarily question would be of critical reasoning, assumptions, argue which is a strong argument, what can you deduce, what can be the conclusion kind of question from the statements and the paragraph that you had gone through before the question. In ALET and other law entrance exams, you'll find questions like puzzles, direction sense, blood relation, etc. And when you talk about quant, it is the most basic thing. You will have question will be asked from syllabus of class 9th up to class 9th, to be more precise. That questions class 7th, 8th, 9th. These are the 3 years. Questions are primarily asked from the chapters that you have gone through in maths in these 3 years. Fine. There are around 27 national universities right now in India, and there will be around 3,400 seats. Now, some of the students have asked initially that what can be a better option. One of the students asked for NEET and CLAT. So for them, one thing is very clear, like NEET is a good option, so is CLAT. Medicine is a good option, so is law. The point is, if I'm confused, if I'm not inclined towards a particular subject and I'm neutral, then I'll definitely look for return on investment. In that case, there is a chance CLAT exam has a selection rate of 5% and above. 60,000 students applied across India last year in CLAT exam, and there are around 3,400 seats. So you can do the maths. It's more than 5%. But if I talk about compared with NEET, how many applied and how many seats are there, you all know. Fine. Around 20 lakh people applied. So again, if I talk about CLAT, one thing is very clear. Competition is low because of low awareness among the people right now, but it will increase. This year we had a from 45K to 60K. Next year you'll have a CLAT competitors of around 70K, then 85K, then 1 lakh and so on. So the competition going to increase with the time, but national universities are also increasing their seats, and some national universities are also adding up. So in that way, it is one of the career options. If I'm confused and have to choose an option and I'm neutral, then this one particular option definitely will give a lot of career growth, a lot of money, a lot of fame, everything, along with a good chance of getting through top colleges, which are at par with IITs and IIMs in a lot of respect. In governments, if you talk about government approach or government eye, they all are from same cadre. In engineering, top college is IIT. In medical, top college is AIMS. In management, top college is IIM. And similarly, in law, top college is National University. Fine. So this is the basic of national universities and law as a career option in general. This is what we have been able to achieve so far. when we are talking about CLAT, prep, or law as a career option, we are the people who have trained, who have given more than 1,500 annual selections and 10 times All India topper. And again, the list is on. This is our last year result. That is result of CLAT 2024. So one thing is pretty clear that when we talk about CLAT prep or law as a career option, we have been training a lot of students, and these students are from all background, whether you are from science or you are from commerce or you are from humanities, whether you are good in maths, whether you are not good in maths, whether you are good in GK, whether you are not good in GK, whether good you are good in English or you are not that much good in English. The difficulty level of CLAT paper is pretty moderate to easy, and the result that you are seeing right now, that's a reflection that all category of student appear for the exam. Some of them are from science, some of them are from commerce, some of them are from humanities, and some of them are very good in maths, some of them are not that good in maths. So I have trained more than 10,000 students in my life so far, and believe me, if you are neutral, then always look for an option which has a better rate of selection uh, through entrance exam. Fine. So this is the basic of law as a career option, and basically all about national universities. Fine. If you have any query regarding law as a career option, I can just give quick 2 minutes to you. Else, we'll be going to the next segment. Do you, if you have any query, or you can write down the message box if you have any query. All right. So let's move ahead with the session. I'll ask Asim now. Asim, can you? All right, we have Asim with us. He is a very senior faculty at time, and he is a very good orator and a person who has a very sound knowledge about these management career options. So I'll ask Asim now to carry on with the session and give you detailed insight about management and other career options also. Asim, you can take over now.
Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you. I'll stop sharing screen so that you can
Yeah,
share yours.
please.
All right. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's one doubt, Abhishek, that has come up. If you want to take it up.
Okay. Okay. I'll do that. Does CLAT Jammu has any online coaching system? Rashmit, you can go to the CLAT Jammu center. Right now, we have 51 centers across India, and Jammu is one of them. You can definitely go to the center and have a discussion with them regarding all these things. Fine, they will definitely help you out. How will be the campus selections? Again, when you will be studying in the national universities in the fourth year and pre-final year, a lot of companies, lot of law firms will be coming to the campus for campus recruitment that normally happens in all the good schools. And even before your fifth year of law school, you will be getting jobs in your hand. Fine. Top five colleges are National University Bangalore, then we have National University Hyderabad, then we have Jodhpur, Kolkata, Delhi, Bhopal. These are the top colleges. Again, for getting into LLB, normally you need 3-year graduation and 3-year LLB. But if you go into National University right after your class 12th exam, you can do this thing in 5 years. Fine, you do not need to invest 3 years for graduation and then 3 years for LLB. And they will be merged, intermingled kind of course that right from the very first semester you will be studying subject of law as well as graduation. Fine. Uh, Again, there's a difference between getting law course from a normal university and national university. As I already told in the starting, universities works in a government mechanism, and national universities are working on the demand of the market and the change in the environment. So again, it is always preferred that you go for national universities. It's like going to a private BBA college nearby your home, or going for IIM for BBA course. Similarly, it's going for a engineering in your local college nearby your home, or you want to go to IIT. The same difference would be created if you go to national university and other colleges. So I think I am able to answer all the queries that we have so far. All at a seam. You can take over.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Abhishek.
everyone.
All right, friends. So let's look at the next option that we wanted to discuss in this session. Let's talk about pursuing an IPM program from IIMs. See, IIMs, as you know, they are the dream destination for pursuing education in the field of management. And IIMs also offer a 5-year integrated program in management. And this enables you to get into IIMs immediately after you finish your 12th standard. So that makes it very comfortable at the young age. You can get a head start over everybody else and start your journey towards career in management after you finish your 12th standard. Now, as far as career in management is concerned, there are certain reasons why career in management has become such an attractive option of late. See, one of the reasons is your career growth will be at a very fast pace. You will not see a very slow snail pace growth. You will see a rapid rise in your career. I will demonstrate this with the next slide as to how exactly it happens. But before I do that, let me tackle the other areas also. Another advantage of doing an MBA program or an IPM program is you get great remuneration. That means the kind of salaries that you get after you finish your IPM, they'll be very, very high. Friends, IIM Indore is the oldest IIM when it comes to IPM program. And IIM Indore, the average salary given to their IPM students, MBA students this year is more than 25 lakhs per annum. Yes, you heard me correct. More than 25 lakhs per annum was the average salary offered at IIM Indore for their IPM students. Now, this only demonstrates that there is a huge demand for good managers in corporate world. Hence, corporate world, multinational companies are willing to pay very high remuneration. In fact, if you look at the highest salary that typically an IPM graduate can expect, the number would be close to 1 crore per annum as such. So that's the reason IPM has become such an attractive option for those who want to earn a lot of money, who want to have a good standard of living for themselves as such. Then, of course, in corporate world, among multinational companies, when it comes to giving leadership roles, when it comes to giving managerial roles, they demand an IPM qualification, they demand MBA qualification. See, IPM is nothing but an MBA program. Both can be used interchangeably. So an IPM program essentially gets you a leadership role in corporate world as such. And remember, a management education is such that it will open up doors in every single sector, every single company across corporate world. And because you can literally get a job in any company of your choice, it becomes recession proof. Now, what do I mean by this? See, recession is negative economic growth. When the economy is shrinking continuously, we call it recession. So when recession happens, most of the people, they'll suffer because there won't be enough job opportunities. But when it comes to IPM graduates, when it comes to MBA graduates, they can search a job in any company of their choice. And friends, there are some companies which prosper during recession. When every other company is suffering, it's shrinking, there are companies which prosper, which grow thanks to recession. For example, healthcare sector, for example, insurance companies, for example. These are a couple of sectors which always prosper in recession. And MBA graduates, IPM graduates, they can comfortably land up a lucrative job in these sectors during recession. Hence, we say it is recession proof. Finally, you will get wide variety of roles, friends. Depending on your interest, depending on your choice, you can choose a particular role as per your interest. Now, as I said earlier, it gives you a huge head start over others. It gives you a rapid rise in your career. Let me demonstrate it with the help of this slide. If you observe on your screen, if you pursue a job immediately after you finish your graduation, people who don't do IPM program, people who basically do their graduation, any kind of graduation and start their career, they usually start from level 1. But on the other hand, people do their IPM program, people who do their MBA program, IPM program, they generally start from level 3 or level 4. It means they are going to have at least a couple of levels higher entry point than mere graduate as such. So IPM opens up doors. It gets you a level 3, level 4 job in corporate world. By the way, you might have already figured it out, but in case anybody did not, the diagram in front of you, it demonstrates the organizational hierarchy, organizational structure of a multinational company. Imagine there are 7 levels in the organization of a company as a multinational company. Then as a graduate, you get level 1 job. But as an IPM graduate, you start from level 3, or in fact, sometimes level 4 also is possible. That's the reason we say IPM gives you a head start in your career as such. And because you are starting from level 3 or level 4, it is just a matter of time before you reach top level management position. That level 6 and level 7 position is what you would reach after hardly working for a couple of decades. That means you will become a vice president or a president or a CEO, CFO. You will reach a top-notch position in a multinational company. Now, the kind of roles that you get post IPM will be a variety of roles. For example, you can become an investment banker. You can work for companies like JP Morgan Chase or Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley. These are excellent investment banks. Or if you want to become a senior manager at a top multinational company, let's say like Apple or Microsoft, or let's say Samsung, I mean, any big multinational firm, it's definitely going to be possible to do that. Some of you may have an interest into becoming a HR manager. If that's the interest that you have, it's definitely possible to do that with an IPM program. You can get into R&D roles. You can become information systems manager. You can become a product manager. So wide variety of roles will open up once you do an IPM program from one of the IIMs. Now, when it comes to IIMs, ladies and gentlemen, there are 5 IIMs which offer IPM program. The oldest among them, the most prestigious among them is IIM Indore. So IIM Indore launched IPM program more than a decade back. And then after IIM Indore, IIM Rohtak started an IPM program. Then IIM Ranchi along with Jammu and Bodh Gaya. These are the 5 IIMs right now which are offering an IPM program. So multiple IIMs are offering IPM program. And definitely these are worth considering because remember, IIMs, Indian Institute of Management, those 3 magical letters, they can open up doors to corporate world in top-notch managerial positions. Now, if you want admission into these IIMs, you can target these entrance exams. The exam is called IPMAT. So IIM Indore entrance exam, IPMAT entrance exam, it has got 120 minutes of duration. So 120 minutes duration exam would be there, and it will have 90 questions. So 90 questions, 2 hours of duration. Now, there are only 2 areas that they will touch upon. One is mathematics, the other one is verbal ability. But when it comes to mathematics, there will be 2 sections of mathematics. The first section is called quantitative ability MCQ. What is MCQ? Multiple choice questions. 4 options are given to you. 1 will be correct, 3 will be wrong. So multiple choice questions, 30 such questions will be there. Then we have got short answer question. Here options are not given. 15 short answer questions of maths will be there in second section where options are not given. Only a text box is provided. You have to do the calculations on rough paper that they provide, and whatever final value you get, final answer you get, that final numerical value will type there as your answer. Because negative marking will not be there because here options are not provided. You cannot guess, isn't it? For short answer question, there is no negative marking, but for multiple choice questions, there will be negative marking. Finally, verbal ability would be there. 45 questions would be there. Verbal ability basically is English. So 45 questions of English would be there. They will be multiple choice questions. And after this, if you do well, they'll call you for personal assessment, which basically involves interview. So this is IIM Indore selection process. When it comes to IIM Rohtak, they have a separate entrance exam of 120 minutes and 120 questions. Here, just like IPMAT Indore, you will have maths and English, but along with that, you have a section on logical reasoning also. Remember, logical reasoning was not there in IIM Indore, but it will be there in IIM Rohtak. 40 questions will be there in each of the sections. So it will add up to 120 questions, 120 minutes. And of course, PI would be done, personal interview would be done. In the selection process, they will also give weightage to your test performance as well as academics. Similarly, IIM Ranchi, they also accept IIM Indore IPMAT scores. So remember, even IIM Ranchi is accepting IIM Indore IPMAT scores. In fact, colleges like NLU, right? Nalsar is in Hyderabad. They also offer 5-year integrated program. Nalsar, as my colleague Abhishek was talking about, is arguably the second best NLU that we have in the country. They are offering a 5-year integrated program in management, and they accept IIM Indore IPMAT scores. So it's not just IIM Indore, IIM Ranchi or Nalsar, Hyderabad, or Nirma University, Ahmedabad, or Tapmi, Karnataka. There are wide variety of colleges that also offer IPM program. They are also accepting IIM Indore IPMAT score. So for any management aspirant, for any IPM aspirant, IIM Indore entrance exam becomes the most important entrance exam to target, ladies and gentlemen. Now, IIM Jammu and IIM Bodh Gaya together, they have an entrance exam called JIPMAT. So it is quite similar to these entrance exams, and they conduct it together as such. So you can write, broadly speaking, 3 entrance exam to do IPM program. IPMAT Indore, IPMAT Rohtak, and JIPMAT for IIM Jammu and IIM Bodh Gaya. Now, if you look at BBA, now IPMAT, by the way, is a 5-year integrated program where first 3 years is graduation, last 2 years is MBA. So first 3 years is technically a BBA program, last 2 years is an MBA program. Whereas if you don't want to go for that, you can also consider BBA exams. Now, for pursuing a BBA program, there are again variety of options that are available. You have got Narsi Monji Institute of Management, which is a very good institute, very good business school, owned by Gujarati community, very, very good institute. They have multiple campuses, but their flagship campus is in Mumbai. Now, if you want admission into their BBA program after 12th, you need to write their entrance exam called NPAT. Similarly, Symbiosis International University, based in Pune, they have a separate entrance exam called Symbiosis Entrance Test, popularly known as SCT. Similarly, Indraprastha University in Delhi, they have their own entrance exam called IPU-CET. Christ University, which is very popular, especially in south of India, situated in Bangalore, they have their own entrance exam called Christ University Entrance Test. So you can write these BBA entrance exams, and you can also do BBA program. The good news is, if you join time for IPM entrance exam preparation, we will not only train you for IPM entrance exams, but we will also ensure that you will be capable of writing the BBA entrance exams that are appearing right now on your screen. Now let's move on to CUET UG. Now, Common University Entrance Test. This has become extremely popular in last couple of years. It's a new exam, only launched a couple of years back. And this basically is meant for all central universities that we have in India. Of course, there are some non-central universities that also accept these scores, but mostly the exam has been designed keeping in mind central universities in India. And the good news about this entrance exam is it will get you admission into wide variety of graduation programs, not just BBA, not just BCom, but all kinds of graduate level programs offered by central universities. They are accepting these scores. Now, this exam has become very popular for those who want to do graduation in a central university, and there are certain reasons for this. There is no age limit here. There is no stress to secure high marks in board exam because your admission will happen purely on the performance in this entrance exam. And remember, there are so many subjects that a student can choose from. So wide options are given to you. And this is an MCQ pattern question. There are no non-multiple choice questions. All are multiple choice question. And it's a computer-based exam, which makes it very comfortable for your generation to appear for the exam. And this CUET entrance exam, they give you choice. You can choose between 27 subjects, domain subjects, that you can decide to write an exam on, and they give you option to choose among 33 languages. And of course, there is a general test. General test is essentially an aptitude test. So this is what you will have in a CUET exam. Now remember, you need to select one language, at least one language you have to opt for. Out of those 33, you will select one language as per your choice. English is also an option. So most of the kids who are from English medium schools, they prefer English as a language and they prefer English as a test. You can do that. But if you want Hindi or any other language, you can go for that also. Now remember, there will be 45 to 50 questions. It varies from which language you choose. And out of those, they give you choice. You need to attempt only 35 to 40 questions. That makes it even more student-friendly exam. General test would be there, where out of 60 questions, you need to attempt only 50 of them. Now comes domain subjects. What do I mean by domain subjects? Domain subjects essentially are those subjects that you have studied in your 11th and 12th. So out of the subjects that you have studied in 11th and 12th, they'll give you the option of choosing subjects of your choice. Now, As far as domain subjects goes, out of 45 to 50 questions that are there in domain subjects, 35 to 40 needs to be attempted. So they give you choice. That makes it a very, very student-friendly kind of an entrance exam. Now, a lot of good colleges are accepting these scores. The most important university in India, most attractive university for India for pursuing a graduation program, of course, is University of Delhi, popularly known as Delhi University, what we call as DU. So DU is the most attractive option. Other than that, we have got Banaras Hindu University, JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University, Jamia Millia Islamia, TES. A lot of universities are accepting CUET scores. Now, if you look at central universities, you have central universities of Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu, Jharkhand, Karnataka, a wide range of central universities are there. So in terms of number of seats, you can expect humongous number of seats, humongous amount of choice also. Remember, these universities, they offer BBA programs also. For that, they accept CUET UG scores. Now, when you target top colleges, when you pursue your education in a top-notch college, remember, you get world-class exposure. Now, how do you get world-class exposure? It is thanks to the prestigious college attracting the top-notch faculty members. So when you study with top-notch professors of India, the kind of learning that you get, the kind of grooming that you get, the kind of insight that you get in your subject, that would be fabulous. That's the difference between studying in a mediocre university and studying in a top-notch university, ladies and gentlemen. And then it also provides you with best of infrastructure. It gets you research tools. That means you get opportunity of attending international events, conferences, right? The kind of exposure that you get will be amazing because of the internships that the college is able to get for you. And finally, remember, it also provides you with good culture. Sports feature would be there. Extracurricular activities are organized, right? That improves your personality thanks to the extracurricular activities like debates and moot camps, or model UNO and so on and so forth, that these universities they organize, that hones up your skill set. And last but not the least, they also provide you with placements. So that makes life very comfortable if you do your management education, or for that matter, any education from a top-notch college in India as such. So it's very important that you target top universities, ladies and gentlemen. As my colleague Abhishek had rightly pointed out, whether you go for CLAT, whether you go for IPM, whether you go for BBA, whether you go for CUET UG, all that both of us would recommend you people is be ambitious. Don't settle for mediocre colleges. Don't settle for tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 colleges. Aim at the top. You want to do law, aim at NLUs. You want to pursue IPM program, aim at the IMs. If you want to do your BBA program, then aim right at the top at NMIMS or Symbiosis. That's what is recommended for your career, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the commonality between what my colleague Abhishek had spoken and what I am saying. This is the common feature. Be very, very ambitious. That's what we will encourage all of you who are attending today's session to target. All right. Now, as far as time results have been concerned, we have been doing a very good job with respect to our IPM course also. A lot of our students get into IPM every single year. A lot of our students make it to top BBA colleges every single year. And this year has been no different as such. So you should definitely target right at the top if you want to do your master's, or if you want to do your graduation program from a prestigious college. Now, any questions you may have, friends, related to IPM and BBA, what I have spoken about, let me know. You can type your query, use the chat option. You can send me your query, everyone. You can share your query with me and I'll answer your query. You can type your query and send it across. Any questions? Right. So that is a question, I guess. So let me take it up. So the question that Aishwarya is asking is, do institutions like IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, etc., offer only MBA courses? Aishwarya, they offer, broadly speaking, two type of courses, beta. One is regular MBA program, which is a 2-year MBA program. They also offer executive MBA program, which is a 1-year MBA program designed for people with minimum of around 5 years of experience. But regular 2-year MBA program is offered by IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta, etc. And they don't offer BBA programs. They don't offer IPM program. IIM Bangalore has recently announced that they will offer online BBA program, but the details are still to come. So I'm not going to throw a light on that. But as far as other IIMs are concerned, they don't offer BBA program. They do offer MBA program, Aishwarya. You are correct. And the entrance exam for MBA would be CAT. There are some students, Aishwarya, what they do is they pursue IPM at IIM Indore and IIM Ranchi, IIM Rohtak, IIM Bodh Gaya, and so on, because they are also offering amazing education. The next question comes from Govind. Is the pay package you mentioned exclusively to IPM students? Because after 3 years will be combined with pure MBA students. Well, the combined batch has got the same placement opportunities, Govind. You're correct. MBA students and IPM students together, they get the same placement opportunities at IIMs. So IIMs don't differentiate between MBA students and IPM students. They treat both the set of students as the same. So you do need to compete with MBA students. And the feedback that we are getting from on ground is IPM students, they are doing an amazing job because they are spending 5 whole years on that particular campus. So the kind of education that they are getting, the quality of skill set that they are able to develop because of extraordinary teaching that happens in IIMs, it actually is higher than what a typical MBA graduate might have got after he or she joins IIM Indore, for example. So because of that, IPM students are very comfortably able to compete with MBA students. That's not a problem at all. So IPM students get the same opportunities as MBA students. So the average salary that I have quoted in this particular session, it's a common average salary. Pavitra says, does IPM program offer opportunities to take courses or engage in projects outside the business domain, such as technology or humanities? Pavitra, yes. The way IPM structure has been made, course structure has been made is, in the first 3 years, they don't just limit you to management subjects. They give you diverse exposure. They allow you to choose subjects in diverse streams like humanities, arts, or commerce, economics. So wide variety of options are given to you, Pavitra, and depending on your interest, you are allowed to choose subjects and you're allowed to pursue education in that particular domain. It's only in the last 2 years of IPM, that's when you learn the subjects of MBA program. In the first 3 years, some basic subjects of management would be there, but whole lot of subjects from other subjects, other domains are also provided to the students. Moving on. Gauri Chaube says, sir, can you please recommend some more colleges apart from IIMs for BBA and MBA? So Gauri, Christ University Bangalore is an option. Nirma University Ahmedabad is an option. NMIMS is a very good option. They have campuses in Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Navi Mumbai. A lot of options are there. Then we have got Symbiosis. They have got campus in Noida. They have campus in Pune. They have a campus in Hyderabad, which is offering BBA program. Which are again good options. Then we have got Indraprastha University in Delhi. That is also a good option to choose as such. Apart from these, you have got Nalsar also in Hyderabad. That is also offering 5-year integrated program in management that you can consider. Tapmi is a very good option in Karnataka that can also be considered. So a lot of options are there, beta, for you to choose. So Dhruv Shah, if you want to get into IIM Indore, it is advisable for you to target the entrance exam properly. If you are able to attempt out of 90 questions, approximately around 60 to 65 of them with good accuracy. Again, the accuracy is important. Good accuracy. Even if you're a general category person, you can make it to IIM Indore. So Azim is asking me about coaching for IPM. Azim, in time, we train our students for IPMAT entrance exam. And the way our course structure has been designed, it will be such that people who are good at maths, they'll be comfortable. People who are not good at maths, people in fact who have got phobia of maths, they will also be very comfortable in our program. Similarly, people who are good at English or people who are weak in English, they will also be comfortable, because the way time teaches IP Math entrance exam is we start with basics. We build conceptual clarity among our students. Remember, this entrance exam requires conceptual clarity. So if you gain conceptual clarity, solving questions will become a cakewalk. And then, of course, we give you high quality study material, material that has been designed by our team, solely keeping in mind IP Math and BBA entrance exams. So the material that you may get elsewhere, they may be taking some questions from here, some questions from there, some entrance exams, this, but we don't do that. Here is a customized study material designed for management entrance exams. So any management aspirant would find these questions extremely relevant and extremely useful. Last but not the least, we provide you with very good mocks. You get to get the feel of actual exam when you write mock IP Math exams in time, mock BB entrance exams in time. So you get to get a feel of actual exam. You get to practice all the test taking strategies that you might have learned, that you wanted to try on the day of exam. You can try in mock exams and see for yourself how comfortable you are, what changes you would like to make with time management and so on. You can definitely go for that. So I would suggest, if you join time, our team will be there to help you and guide you in your endeavor of making it to one of the top IAMs for our IPM program. The next question comes from Pavitra. She says, do CUET and IPM scores take into account extracurricular activities or achievements outside academics? See, these activities that you might have done, they can be a talking point in interviews. But if your question is, will they have certain weightage assigned to them? In other words, if I don't have good extracurricular activities, can I not make it to IIMs? That's not the case. People without extracurricular activity or achievements in that domain can also get into IIMs by doing a very good job in IP Math entrance exam, and by doing equally good job in interviews, you can still make it to IIMs. But if you have extracurricular activities that you have done, if you have achievements in that domain, that will be a good talking point as far as interviews is concerned. You definitely can speak about it in interviews and try to impress the professors. But if you don't have those, don't need to worry as such. All right. The next question comes, it says how to prepare for BBA exams if I'm from science in 12th grade currently, and I have no more interest in science and want to pursue a career in business. A lot of people do that, Vibha. Vibha, a lot of students are there who join 11th and 12th because of pressure from peers and so on and so forth. And they quickly realize that science is not my cup of tea. I don't want to get into science. I don't want to get into engineering. For them, BBA is an excellent option to consider, because here is an option where a lot of other kind of skill sets are needed, a lot of other kinds of insights are needed, a lot of other kinds of conceptual clarity is needed. So definitely BBA is a good option for anybody who doesn't have interest in science. It definitely is a good option, and you can definitely pursue your preparation for BBA and IPM entrance exam. You should start your preparation for IPM and BBA immediately as such. Aditya is asking me how much fees would be there and can we get bank loans? See, fees will never be a problem, Aditya, because bank loans are provided for your education, and these bank loans are given at very low rate of interest, and you need to return these loans after you finish your IPM program. And mind you, these loans, especially at IIMs, they are collateral free. Very comfortably you will get hold of loans, so that's not a problem at all. Fees will not be a deterrent if you make it to the IIMs as such. Does a 12th board exam marks help in IPM interview? See, I am Rohtak, for instance, or I am Jammu, for instance. You have some weightage assigned for your 10th and 12th scores, but the weightage given to 10th and 12th scores is a small weightage. Bigger weightage will be given to your IP Math performance, JIP Math performance, and your interview performance. So if you have good 10th and 12th scores, it will definitely help you. But even if you have not so good scores in 10th and 12th, doesn't mean you can't make it. You can still make it, provided you do an excellent job in IP Math entrance exam and follow it up with an equally good job in your interviews. Dhruvil Shah is asking me, do I have many colleges for admission after giving IPMAT. See, IPMAT of Indore gives you many options, Dhruvil Shah. IPMAT of IIM Rohtak will give you comparatively less options. But remember, when you join time for your IPM preparation, we are not just going to help you with your preparation for IPMAT of Indore. We will train you in such a manner that you will be able to write IPMAT of Indore, IPMAT of Rohtak, JIPMAT of Jammu and Bodh Gaya, as well as appear for all the BBA entrance exams. So whole lot of options, whole lot of opportunities will open up for you, and that will make life very, very comfortable. Govind is asking me, how is IIFT Kakinada for IPM? See, IIFT, for those of you who are not familiar, is Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. This is a college that was established half a century back by Government of India, Ministry of Commerce. So very, very powerful college. The first campus was started in Delhi. Second campus came up in Kolkata. The new campus, when I say new, I mean comparatively new campus, started around a few years back in Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh. They are offering IPM, which is a 5-year integrated program. If you want admission into IIFT Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh, you need to write IPMAT of IIM Indore. That is what is accepted for admission, and they are doing a brilliant job. Feedback from IIFT Kakinada is very positive and definitely worth considering, Govind, for your IPM program. Dhruvil says, just time takes enough interview practice? Yes, time will help you with your mock interview preparation also. We will not just conduct mock interview, we will not just conduct personal interview basics classes, but we will also give you very good insight by conducting mock interviews, which will be same difficulty level as IIM Indore, IIM Rohtak, IIM Jammu, Bodh Gaya, Ranchi kind of interviews, if not a little higher than that. So when you face mock interviews in time, you will get rigorous exposure to the kind of interviews that happen in IIMs. And at the end of the interview, the faculty members taking your interview will share in-depth feedback on your performance and will also recommend ways and means of improving your performance. So make sure you do attend mock interviews in time later on without fail. One more question that I can see is, how do I prepare for Christ University exam for BBA since I'm from science? You can prepare for that because the areas that the test will be quite similar to IPMAT. Only 1 or 2 changes would be there. For example, current affairs section will also be there, but time will prepare you for current affairs, also general awareness also. Manasvi is asking me, what are the best colleges for BBA in Hyderabad? Manasvi, we have a couple of very good options in Hyderabad. We have NMIMS Hyderabad as well as SIBM Hyderabad. Both are terrific colleges for BBA program. Other than that, ICFI Business School Hyderabad is also offering a BBA program. Vishwa Vishwani also offers a BBA program. Shiva Shivani also offers a BBA program. So a lot of other options are also there for you to choose from. Let me take up next question. All right. The next question comes from Govind. Govind says, can I consider Nirma University as well? Yes. Nirma University, Ahmedabad is a pretty good option to consider. You can surely consider that also. It's a very good option for you to look at. Because see, what Nirma University provides is very good ROI. So ROI is brilliant, and it's a very old university situated in Gujarat. So definitely it can be worth considering. One more question from Dhruvil Shah. From which standard should I start preparing for IPM? See, IPM entrance exams typically happen in the month of May. So typically, month of May is when these entrance exams will take place. So you should start your preparation as soon as possible, keeping that in mind. For example, next year IPM exam will happen in 2025 May. So immediately now you can start your preparation. So whether you are in, you're somebody who just started 12th standard, or you are somebody who just finished 12th standard and taking a 1-year gap, either of the ways, you can immediately start your preparation for next year May entrance exam, because the sooner you start, the easier it will be for you to crack these exams, because you will get more time for your preparation. So Dhruvil Shah, if you have just passed 10th standard, you can join us for super long-term batch for IPM. And I have shared an email ID on your screen, Dhruvil Shah, if you notice. Sri Harshini .g@timeforeducation.com. We have mentioned the contact number also is on the screen. Please make a note of it. Take a screenshot of Dhruvil Shah. Call them up. They will let you know when the batch starts, when is the ideal time for you to join. All those details will be shared by my colleague, Sri Harshini. All right. Now, I have All right. So, Abhishek, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, so there are a couple of questions related to law if you want to take them up,
Yes. Yes.
IPL
Yes. I
especially.
can.
Right.
All right. Best college for doing law. Rashmit has asked one question about best college doing law. Like National University, I have already told you there are 27 national universities. Uh, Among them, top are NLS Bangalore, Nalsar Hyderabad, NLU Kolkata, NLU Delhi, NLU Jodhpur, NLU Bhopal, NLU Gandhinagar. Along with the national universities, a lot of private universities also which are very good. For example, Symbiosis Law School, Pune is good. Nirma University, Institute of Law, Nirma University is good. We have Jindal Global Law School in Sonipat. We have BITS Pilani Law School campus in Mumbai. So these are very good colleges, Ashmeet, where you can aim for if you want to go for law course. Uh, any other query related to CLAT or law? Please, you're most welcome to write in the box, and I'll definitely like to answer that. All right, Asim, I think uh, we can conclude the session now. Asim, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we have answered all your queries, everyone. And on behalf of entire team at Time, we would like to thank you for attending this session. If you have got any more queries, any more questions which you could not ask because of paucity of time, we have shared with you contact number as well as email ID of Sri Harshini. Please do feel free, drop an email or give a call, and our team will answer all your queries that might not have been asked in this session because of paucity of time. All right. So with this, we have come to the end of this session. On behalf of both Abhishek and myself, I would like to thank you for attending this session. Thank you,
All
everyone.
right. Thank you, everyone.